Today I'm trying 6 different sandwiches from Britain's most expensive shop, Harrods. Sandwiches are a staple of the British diet, just 2 pieces of bread with some filling in the middle. So how can you possibly charge £12, £18, £28? We're about to head in and find out. Let's go inside and buy the goods. To be honest, I'm surprised they're letting me in after my review of the fish and chips at the place last time. Did not go down well in the papers. Why does it say sale down the side of Harrods rather than Harrods? Are Harrods struggling for money? Is everything on sale? I've not seen that before. Maybe that's a regular thing, I'm not sure, but a bit cheap for Harrods that, and they need my money today. I've got the goods. Oh my word, I've just spent 110 quid on sandwiches. Get me out of here. I need armed security to go back to the hotel. Okay, just finished up at Harrods buying the sandwiches. Now to get back to the hotel, I shall use you. Oh god, that is not going to work, is it? I think just get a taxi, I reckon. Okay, just getting back to the hotel now. I have £110 worth of sandwiches in my possession. What a weird job. I don't think this job gets any less weird week to week, to be honest. 6 sandwiches, 110 quid. It's an average of just under 20, if my maths is correct. I don't even know where my hotel is. Somewhere around there. Harrods, as usual, was filled full of some of the worst human beings on planet Earth. Tourists and those that like to be flashy with the cash. Says the man who's just spent 110 quid on sandwiches. This is an experiment. Okay, it's an experiment, it's a test. I'm doing it for society, actually. Yeah, this is a very important and scientific experiment that I'm doing, so I don't count in that. Anyway, I'm hungry. They look massive. One with a gold leaf on it. Christ, let's get into this room. Right, okay, I am in my Premier Inn. Not even a proper Premier Inn, it's a hub Premier Inn, okay, because we have very much spent the budget on the sandwiches. So we're going to basically try these sandwiches from the cheapest to the most expensive. The cheapest is £12, so it's not really that cheap. And the first one is called Home Cured Cravalalax. Sounds like a Pokemon. Cravalalax with a side serving of Pikachu. Home Cured Cravalalax and caviar croissant. So a bit of a stretch to say it's a sandwich, but it is something with filling inside of it, okay? This one has gold leaf on top as well, which is just insane. Now, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Now, you may think it looks like it's had a few mouthfuls bitten out of it. That's because it has. No, not by a stranger or someone working at Harrods. By me. I thought I filmed this section, and it turns out I'd not filmed the section. How have I not pressed start on the camera? I've just been filming for 20 minutes. So let's try again. I'll review it in a second, son. Look, the fish has basically come out. It's got bits of fish in a croissant. It's a fishy croissant, this, okay? The fish is basically disgusting. It's a bit rank. But the croissant itself, even with the cucumber in it and the creaminess going on, oh no, that wasn't good. I'd have to say it's quite good. It's not. It's got bits of grass in, bits of grass. Completely necessary. Save it for the cows. Why are we eating it? Oh, it's so fishy. Who's ever wanted a fishy croissant? It makes no sense. I don't get the gold leaf on it either. Doesn't taste of anything. You just end up covered in gold, which is such like a first world problem, isn't it? Oh no, I'm covered in gold. What could I possibly do? But it's weird, it adds no flavour. You just touch it and it just flakes away. Just an annoyance, really. So yeah, look, the fishy, creamy, cucumbery, caviar-y croissant, 4 out of 10. It's not great. It's certainly not worth 12 quid. That's what's wrong with the croissant, a proper croissant. Who stuck fish in it? Let a croissant be a croissant, let it be a pastry. Okay, up next we have the truffle and artichoke sandwich. Just so over the top, just a ham sandwich. 12 great British pounds. Oh wow, Jesus. It smells very olivey, oily. One thing I'm not quite sure on is the sort of green bits. I've never wanted my bread to look mouldy on a sandwich. Can you just serve me up some bread that looks mouldy, please? Yeah, go on then. That's not appetizing, is it? Have a sandwich that looks mouldy. Brilliant, thanks. Inside, I mean, it's like a greenhouse inside, isn't it? It's your worst nightmare. I can see radishes on the scene. Or is that apple? No, it's apple. Truffle and artichoke sandwich into the gob. I'm getting oily, I'm getting greasy. Oh my God, it's just hissing out of it. I'll tell you what, that is love at first nosh. It's very good, even though it's oily underneath, which I don't like. It actually does have some nice flavours going on. I mean, I've only bit into the bread there, to be fair. I don't know what I'm eating. Maybe it's artichoke. Yeah, I think it is artichoke. I don't know what artichoke is. So look, the mouldy bread's actually quite nice. There is just too much going in the gob there. There's just so much. Like a whole forest worth of different fruit and vegetables. There's an oiliness coming through on the gob. just greasing all over the place. When it is like it's been oiled up, it wants a tan. Looks like it's about to enter a bodybuilding contest, doesn't it, with the amount of grease and oil it's got on it. It's fine. You know, you're vegan, you can barely eat anything anyway. Have a greenhouse in a sandwich. Have a greenhouse. You just give them some green stuff. Artichoke, God knows what it is, just lob it in. They're vegan. They'll eat anything, as long as it's not from an animal. Yeah, it's just one big ball of grease. It's like me as a teenager. Out of 10, well, if the croissant was 4, this is gonna be 5 out of 10. Is it worth 12 quid? Absolutely not. Okay, up next we have Iberico ham. Spanish ham, I think it's Spanish ham. They've described it as a decadent classic, a jambon Iberico piled into a fresh baked demi baguette, God knows what demi means, with a drizzle of fruity extra virgin olive oil. Fruity? Would you describe olive oil as fruity? No. Olives are a fruit, technically, but I'd never use the word fruity. But there you go, drizzle. I mean, it looks quite dry. That's my first thoughts on this. 12 quid again, the last of the 12 quid sandwiches. Then we'll move up, Now, this is technically a ham sandwich. It's just a fancy pants ham sandwich, really, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it is literally just ham in a baguette with some olive oil in for 12 quid. 12 quid, 12 quid, 12 quid, for God's sake. It's ham in bread. Oh, anyway, into the gob. Whoa. I want to wrestle the ham off that cow. Is that where ham comes from? That's beef. Pig. I've confused myself now. That's just a bog standard baguette. Forget with all this demi baguette, God knows what that means. The ham is salty, it's defined. There's not really enough of it in there though, for 12 quid. I mean, the taste is largely bread. Is the extra virgin olive oil fruity? It's non-existent, is what it is. That's how I describe it. It wouldn't get you many more sales. I can't taste any extra virgin olive oil. Never mind fruity olive oil. It's just a ham sandwich, and not even a particularly good one. No, it's not for me, that. 5 out of 10. Okay, on to the more expensive sandwiches. We're even going to be doing Britain's most expensive sandwich in this video at the end as well. Okay, up next we have the lobster roll. Once again, you can debate whether this is actually a sandwich or not. It's more of a roll, but anyway, it's in that kind of remit. It was in the sandwich counter. Have we got Arrows, not me? Oh my word, Jesus, look at that. It's like a shrimp hot dog, really, isn't it? This is what you get for 18 quid. 18 quid. Now I know, look, nice fancy pants, blah blah blah. But that's 18 quid. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but there is only one way to find out. We go arse first. We'll go for the front. What in God's name is going on? My gob has been terrorised. What's this? What's happening? Harrods, what's going on? A lunchtime treat. My arse is this a lunchtime treat? It's a lunchtime disgrace is what it is. I don't even know what I'm eating. There's just a creaminess to it that it doesn't taste nice. I mean, it actually kind of looks well presented in all fairness to it, but just doesn't taste good. Going through the arse this time. Why are they obsessed with fish? The only time I want fish in a sandwich is when it's a fish and chip butty. That's the only time. I don't ever have fish in sandwiches. It's not supposed to be in bread. Keep it in the sea. Stop putting it in bread. I mean, this shrimp looks like it's been held hostage on top. Look, can't get out. Trying to shrimp away. I mean, is that appetising? Still waving at me. Is that its shell? I don't know. Oh, God, it's enough to make you vegan, this. Oh, God, it's a greasy brioche. Greasy hands. It's eggy. It's fishy. It's avocado-y. I'm at a loss how you can call that 18 quid. Never had a lobster roll before. I don't think I plan on having another one again. If this is what being well off leads you to, it's not great. I've released the hostage. Let him free. Probably put him in the Thames or something. Let him go off. Probably too late now, isn't it? Let's face it, it's too late. Did not like the feel of that, or the sound. Are you sure that's not a fossil rather than fish? Ancient, that thing. 90-year-old shrimp, that. Lobster, whatever it is. I don't even know what I'm eating. That, for me, is a 4 out of 10. I think I'm even being nice, actually, there. So I'm going to lower it. I'm going to say 3 out of 10. Okay, Wagyu up next. Wagyu. Now, I'm looking forward to this. This is my kind of meat, this. Proper meat. None of this fish nonsense. So we have Wagyu Katsu Sando. Don't ever call anything a Sando. That's the least cool thing you can ever do. Trying to make trendy words out of nothing. It's a sandwich, that's called a sandwich. And this is our first of the 28 quid sandwiches. Ta-da! It's bread with meat in. Who'd have thought, eh? Who'd have thought? Bread with meat in. With a stick through the middle of it. Oh, okay. I've just touched the bread. Feels very dry. There's the sandwich. Okay, so dry, stale bread. I don't know whether you can quite see the bread there, but it's very, look, bread shouldn't really do that. It's kind of like rubbery. It's bizarre. And as far as I can tell, this is Wagyu sort of wrapped up in like a katsu coating, or is it fried Wagyu? Kind of like breadcrumbs round it, I think is the right terminology. How do you know how to talk about food and yet he's a food reviewer? I'm not a food reviewer. Am I? I think the Daily Mail called me a food reviewer. They're mental. okay? So you'll believe in them. No crusts is an interesting one, but then the bread is very, very hard and tough. Okay, into the gob. Let's get some of the Wagyu and some of the mushroom. That's an interesting experience. First of all, the Wagyu is it rare or medium rare? I'm not quite sure. It's rare anyway. I like my sort of meat medium rare, I think. I assume that's what this is, I don't know. Probably the most complete sandwich we've had so far. It looks like a sandwich, it sounds like a sandwich. You're a sandwich. You're through to the next round, you're through to boot camp. But I can't say the flavour is that exceptional, that incredible. It's a sandwich and it's, you know, it's coherent in the gob, it's competent in the gob, it knows it wants to be a sandwich, it's trying to be a sandwich. Maybe it's trying a bit too hard to be a sandwich. It's one of those people who tries too hard to be cool, they call themselves Sando. I'm actually getting a lot of mushroom, to be honest, more so than the taste of the Wagyu. I'm not anti-Wagyu. I tried the Wagyu burger at Gordon Ramsay's Harrods restaurant. That was actually probably the best burger I've ever had. But cold Wagyu in a sandwich, I'm just getting a lot of mushroom. It's odd. It says barbecue sauce, but I'm not really getting the barbecue sauce because it's kind of been bleached into the bread. Shredded white cabbage. Yeah, I mean, that's there, but it's not really doing anything. It's okay. It's fine, but it's nothing special. It almost feels like the way that they've served this up, it almost feels like I've been up in my grandma's loft and found like an old sandwich from when she was at work, you know, in the 70s, and I've discovered it inside a little shoebox. Oh, what did grandma's old sandwich taste like? Oh, well, the bread's quite dry and the mushrooms are quite prominent. Let's pop that back in the loft. You know, it kind of feels like that, like I've just bitten into a family heirloom or something. It's peculiar. It doesn't really taste fresh, to be honest with you. That's the biggest disappointment. You pay 28 quid for something. You expect it to be fresh. You expect the bread to not have this weird dryness to it. I know it's probably been done like that deliberately, but it's not the most appetizing or fresh feeling when you're biting into a sandwich. It's largely a mushroom sandwich with a bit of meat in. Pretty average. It's not abysmal. It's edible. It's probably the best one we've had so far. Probably a 6 out of 10. It is not worth 28 quid. You'd be a bit gutted if you spent, you know, 3 quid on that, because it is just a mushroom sandwich. That could probably pass as another vegan sandwich, that, with the Wagyu in. If you blindfolded a vegan, they'd not know that they just eat a Wagyu, because you can't taste it. Yeah, disappointed with that one. I had high hopes for that one as well, but I do have more higher hopes for the next one. The last one, I think I might actually like this one the most. It's a big one as well. It's a big boy. And it's the only one that's been given this huge box. Massive box. It's a mega sandwich. 28 quid. So it should be, by the way, for 28 quid. £28. It's not expensive enough, in my opinion. Look at it. Big sandwich. Let's get into it. Ta-da! It looks like a sandwich. And so it should for 28 quid. Now look at that. Fills the box. It's cold and it is soggy underneath. Oh, wow. I don't know what that is that's just sogged into the bottom of it. Can you see that? Got soggy bread on the bottom there. So this has got your Wagyu in there. You've got your rocket. You've also got your mayonnaise, some onions, truffle. Okay, I'm a little bit less optimistic actually now I've seen it and felt the sogginess. All right, let's try and rip into it. Get to the meat a bit easier. Okay, let's enjoy this lovely soggy sandwich for 28 quid. Final one, Wagyu. Wagyu steak sandwich. Yeah, it's fine. That's all I can say. Yeah, it's fine. All these fancy, expensive sandwiches, and they're all just a bit naff. Okay, yeah, it's nice, thick, chunky bread. You bite into it, and you're basically just eating onions. It's an onion sandwich, that. Look, the Wagyu is nice. It's soft, buttery. Has it been cooked? Can you serve that? It's very red. Some mooing at me. But for me, there was just too much going on in this sandwich for it to be a sandwich. It's not. It's a meal. You've tried to put a plate of food in bread. It shouldn't be like that. Sandwich is just a bit of filling. Gone too overboard, too much. It's just too much. They put way too much into it. So much faff, so much effort. It stops becoming a sandwich when it's difficult to eat. You've got to be able to eat a sandwich like a sandwich, not pull it apart. It's fine. It's not revolting, but it's not going to set the world alight, honestly. Look, it's a 6 out of 10, but you want it to be better than a 6 out of 10. For 28 quid, it's got to be better than a 6 out of 10. Just have a ham sandwich. Okay, so yeah, look, as you might be able to tell, my opinions of those sandwiches aren't great. They're just so over the top. It's ridiculous. It's so unnecessary, cramming so much into a sandwich. You don't need to do it. It's far too expensive for a sandwich, full stop, by the way. But if you are going to have an expensive sandwich like that, make the filling just your standard stuff. Chicken, bacon, ham, cheese. Why messing around with artichoke and it's chucking Wagyu in there? Just stop. Sandwiches are supposed to be simple, quick and easy. And cheap. Not 28 quid. Yeah, don't bother with that crap.